my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So to start off this video on a bright note, I did an Instagram poll. It's what I normally do when I need your guys' help and opinions. I asked you guys if you would either prefer me to do a video where I kind of sit down with you guys, we can kind of like chit chat a little bit and talk about some stuff, mainly to explain why I haven't been as frequent here on YouTube with my videos and things. And just to have that, you know, talk and like conversate and things like that, if that's even a word. Or the other option was to just continue on my merrily way and just upload a regular video. So that's what I asked you guys. I said, so do you want that, or would you rather just me continue on like normal? And the majority had voted to do like an explanation. So with that long intro, I thought it would be a good idea. See, I have my little angel cup with me, full of like, I made like some hibiscus tea and stuff. So I figured that this would be just like a relaxing video, something that you can maybe have playing in your background, or something, whatever, or you could actually watch me, do as you will. If you are ready and you are willing, grab yourself something to drink and let's just get to talking. So where I want to start off on, this might be a little bit of a long video, so if you're not ready for it, then just go ahead, click on a different video, whatever you prefer. From the beginning, I think the last video that I made was a good couple months ago, a good couple months back, and at that moment I figured that I was going to continue making videos like regular. I wasn't gonna have a problem or anything like that until certain things started happening with COVID, and things started to kind of progress. My particular energy, I feel like I am the kind of person that gets affected by people's energies a lot. And I feel like, especially when it happens on such a global scale, it affects me that much more because like it's literally all around everywhere you go. So with what was going on with COVID started really affecting me, and I started really feeling really just low on energy. I started feeling really demotivated. I started feeling like there were other major things that needed my attention other than making videos. And even though making videos and doing YouTube is like my number one thing that I want to do with my, no, not myself, but what I want to do with my life and as, you know, as a career, I know it's a very hard thing to get into, but I do it because I enjoy it and I like connecting with people, and I like being able to freely speak my mind and feeling comfortable enough to tell it to you guys, and you guys vibe with it, you know? Well, I think you vibe with it, I don't know. But that's like where I feel like most true to myself, is when I could feel like I could sit down and like talk about the things that I need to like talk about, or like my life experiences, and share those things with you guys. It's something that I really, really love doing. And I never thought that I would, but I do. And I love helping, and I love, again, just sharing experiences, because we all go through things in life. And I feel like, what's the point on going through life if you're alone, or you feel alone in it, when you don't have to be, because we're all connected. And at least that's what I feel, and that's what I believe in. So with all those things going on in the world, feeling like the weight of the world with, you know, COVID, just really trying to stay, you know, alert, trying to stay, you know, aware of what's going on, where are we going, you know what I mean, which direction are we pointing into, you know, people's energies just like becoming very hectic And you know, this whole thing created such a huge divide in humanity, I feel like. And I'm not trying to make this whole video about COVID, but it's where we stand right now in our world, in the circumstances that's going on. Like, this is what's going on in our world right now. So I can't help but like bring this into light with you guys, because this is part of what's been affecting me to not do videos as frequent as I would like. When this all started, I was still working. I had like an online business thing that I was doing for a while. I was doing that. 2 months in, COVID hit, and everything that I was doing online started slowing down. So there wasn't as much, you know, money, and I'm gonna be like real with you guys here. There wasn't as much money as I would have liked to be coming in, you know. So, and it also started slowing down. Everything in my business online started slowing down. There wasn't as many people because there wasn't as much, you know, money. Everyone got infected. Everyone got affected, and you know, money just was the biggest issue at the time. Not only that, but obviously, you know, the virus, no one knew what was going on. So my business had stopped at that point because people were not, they didn't have money basically to buy basically what I was, you know, doing online. So that at that moment, I was like, okay, crap, like I need to figure out what I need to do. I need to figure out how we're gonna sustain ourselves for these next couple, God, I don't know, however long this thing lasts, months, you know. At that time, people were talking about years. Like, we had no idea what was going on or what was gonna happen. So I had to think about what we needed to do and what our next steps were. So that's when doing the whole YouTube videos and continuing kind of started becoming a little bit more of a, what felt like it was becoming more of a burden than it was something fun to do. Because I felt like in that moment in time, like I said, just my energies were so low. I was super affected, and I guess I just was not in the mood to create content, because I didn't even know when or what our next meal was gonna be. And we had so many bills piled up. Stresses of life started really like piling on. And so it became quite difficult, to say the least, to keep up with the demand of life. Fast forward a little bit, you know, down the line, maybe like mid this year. As you guys know, because I've talked about it before, I've been really trying to take care of my health as much as I can, as much as possible, especially right now. And there's a lot kind of going up and down with my health, and I'm okay. It's just I'm going through such a deep, and I mean, some of you guys may know, but I'm going through such a deep cleanse that my energies and the detox that I basically go through on a daily basis with my body is very strong and takes a toll on my body a lot, that it throws me for a loop. And I sometimes don't even have the energy to want to get out of bed, let alone deal with the stresses of the world and, you know, making money and having to work and finding work, and then on top of that coming home or whatever, trying to record and then edit and do all these things with the videos. It just, like I said, it felt like an extra burden rather than like, oh, this is just, you know, something that I want to do. And so in the middle-ish of this month, certain other things started happening with my health, that I was just like, okay, now I need to focus on this little aspect of my health so I can get better and, you know, focus my energy on those things. Because I don't know if any of you have any like, you know, health struggles, but if you do, I'm pretty sure you would relate in the fact that like it takes a toll on you, and you have to focus all your energy on trying to like heal that aspect as much as possible. So for me, that's where all my energy goes to all the time. All this year has just been about keeping and maintaining a balance. Going back a little bit to like the money stuff, right? Me and my boyfriend Jesse, some of you guys may know, we both started trying to do like little jobs here and there to get some sort of money, right? Because we initially applied for the unemployment, which was good in the beginning. Okay, if you guys got unemployment, you know what I'm talking about. It was really good in the beginning, but then once that stopped, it's just like, again, a constant balancing act, because then the money went away, then they were giving you a little bit, then they gave you less, and then they were giving you more, you know? So it was like a constant like trying to figure out, okay, what is it that we need to do? So we decided to start doing a little bit of like side jobs here and there to be able to keep afloat, you know? Which I'm sure, like I said, like a lot of people have done, a lot of people are doing, because right now ain't nobody getting nothing. All in all, everything was just piling up on me. I just felt like such pressure from the world, because like I said, this whole thing just divided people so much that it was really, like I said, starting to affect me. Obviously, you know, it wasn't just the virus, but things started happening, you know, with the whole with the guy George Floyd. And so all that stuff was just like one thing after another, where it just kept creating this division in people. And again, I got so invested in those emotions because all I want to do is help, and all I want to do is try to make people feel more empowered and more secure in themselves, and continue to learn that we are all connected and we are all one, and this division does not really need to be there, you know? So I kept hearing so many people's, you know, opinions, you know, this person saying that person saying that, another person saying this, another person saying that, and it became a lot. And you know, it starts to affect people, it starts to affect you when you get so invested in what the world's going through, because how can you help it? You're a part of the world, right? So you're a part of either being a part of being the solution, or you're a part of being the problem. So I really so much just wanted to be a part of the solution. I wanted to somehow bring people together. I didn't know how to get that out. And I don't know, even now, I don't know how to explain myself enough or well enough to not come off wrong, or not to come off like I'm a certain type of person, because all at the end of the day that I really believe in is just the foundation of love, and everything coming from love. And if it's not about that, then I don't want to be about it, you know? But it gets so much more complicated than that when you start, you know, hearing, like I said, people's opinions and things like that. You start to get affected by it. So I did. So everything was just overwhelming me. Again, I like my apologies if things just seem so out of place and everything is just kind of all over the place. That's just how I've been feeling this year. I've just been feeling so out of whack, so all over the place, and so like I can't even get my life together right now. Like, whew, it's just so hard to try so much to maintain such a positive light in such a world right now that's full of a lot of dark. And not to say that life isn't beautiful, because it is, and I believe that we make it what we make it. Like, we create that ourselves. We can create a world, and we can manifest whatever it is that we want, and we do, regardless whether it's something that you do or don't want. That's what we manifest, because it just depends on what you're putting your attention to. Whatever it is, like if you're constantly, for example, if you're constantly in a headspace of just thinking negative all the time, 24/7. It's just negative, 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 negative. That's all you're attracting, and that's all you're doing, even though you don't want it, even though that's not what you want your life to be. If that's the only thing you're creating your home in, your home meaning your mind, body, and spirit, that's what you're creating, then that's your reality. That's what you're gonna have. And so it's hard, and not to say that any one person has it perfect, but it's a constant, like I said, balance. You have to take in the good with the bad, right? But you can learn how to let go and transmute the bad. You can turn things into a positive. You just have to be able to want it, and you have to be able to try to create that for yourself. And it's a difficult thing to do. And for some people, it can come easy. But for some people, like myself, who have a lot of traumas, who have a lot of anxieties and things like that, it can be hard to stay in that mind state. That's why you have to practice these things of, meditation and surrendering and healing. Your diet plays such a huge important role in the way that you feel, the way that your body functions, the way your mind functions, like the way that you think. Everything is interconnected. And it's crazy to me that people don't see that anymore. Some people are becoming more awake to it, which is awesome. That's like badass. But a lot of people are still not. And you can tell with what's going on in the world that there's still so many people that just don't, that have not awoken to that yet, that everything is interconnected. Your food, your diet, obviously, the way that you eat, what you do in your day, how you think, all those things have an effect on your reality. And again, at least, that's just what I believe in. So I think that's basically it. I really appreciate you guys. I hope that, Christmas and all that stuff is just around the corner, and I hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas. I know it's a little bit hard for everybody. It's a little bit hard for me too, so don't worry, girl, you're not by yourself there. But let's just try to focus on the good. Let's just try to have a little bit more gratitude. Let's just try to be more uplifted and be that source of light for ourselves and for others around us to create a better Christmas than what we would expect. And yeah, so with that being said, I hope you guys have a happy holidays. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, hello. I would super duper appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe maybe or something like that. To all my non-new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I want to say too, I noticed some of y'all unsubscribe to my channel, okay? I be watching, okay? I'm like, all the time, I'm looking at my numbers, okay? So I know some of y'all unsubscribe, but that's okay. That's all right. That's cool. I forgive you. For all my non-new subscribers, I really appreciate you guys sticking around, and I really appreciate you guys still being here, watching my stuff for whatever reason you find me entertaining. God bless your little heart. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are taking care out there. Please be safe, and I will see you guys in my next video.